Hey folks, today I want to break down the goblet squat. The goblet squat is a great squat variation, and roughly it looks like this. You can see I've got a dumbbell and a kettlebell here. We're going to pick both those up in a minute, but basically we're going to have a weight here, basically under our chin, and we're going to squat to full depth and come back up. Now there are some variations of a goblet squat. I can hold the weight down here as opposed to here. We'll talk about that in a minute, but first let's just review some squat basics. So when we start our squat, we want to start in that power stance. And so for me, you can see I've got my feet just about shoulder width apart, my toes just slightly pointed out. You need to find what's comfortable for you. When we're squatting, we always want that nice tight core. We want a neutral spine, and our squatting looks like this. We're going to start a squat from that power stance. I'm going to send these hips back and then down. I want this hip crease to be even with or lower than the knees, and I want to drive up. So from the front, get that nice power stance, send the hips back and down, keep that nice neutral spine, get that full depth, and I don't want my knees caving in. I want to drive these knees out. I'm going to come up. All of those mechanics in an air squat are going to apply for what we're going to do here. So I've got a kettlebell. It's my preferred way to do goblet squats. Certainly when you're in the lower position, you'll see why in just a minute, but you could certainly use a dumbbell. So a dumbbell, you would just grab your dumbbell of appropriate weight, and you're going to hold it like this, right under your chin, and again, brace that core, nice neutral spine, down, and drive up. The way that looks with the kettlebell, I like holding the kettlebell like this. You can see people holding these all different kinds of ways, like this, whatever's comfortable for you, but you want that weight right here, and again, down to full depth, and come up. Now, why do we do a goblet squat? Obviously it's a leg exercise, but when we bring that weight in front of us like this, we're really emphasizing the quads. So as I'm doing this exercise with that weight in front of me, it's causing me to keep this part of my body more upright as I squat because I'm weighted. So that's very quad dominant. Now we can make a modification of the goblet squat in order to target the glutes and a little more hamstring. And to do that, we will come to this bottom position. What I like to do is bring my feet a little wider, not in a sumo stance, but just outside of shoulder width apart. That's also going to help with some glute recruitment here. I want my shoulders back and down, nice tight core. All the squat mechanics still apply. And I'm going to slowly lower. That bell should hit the floor or so. And I'm going to use my glutes to drive up and out. So there you go, that's the goblet squat. We have a couple of great variations there for you. With that weight here under the chin, we're keeping a more upright torso. We're going to emphasize more quads as we're driving up out of the hole. We widen that stance just a little bit, bring that weight down here. We're gonna hinge forward a bit more and really get more of that glute activation in that move. Fantastic squat variation. These should be in your program rotation somewhere. If they're not, check them out.